guys, I'm Beth. As you know, this is my fiance Dan.
Hey.
He's
Hello.
joining me for tea time tonight. It's our anniversary, so we're just hanging out, and I figured it would be perfect for this tea time as we're talking about our wedding coming up in November. We're going to make a wedding planning tip video. Our top 10 wedding tips for you guys. So
Very
number
helpful.
1, you just got engaged, so you have a ring.
Woohoo.
You have to get that ring insured. You don't want to have this super nice special ring that means so much to you and then have it accidentally stolen, lost, damaged, have the diamond come out, and not have that thing insured. So you definitely want to get the ring insurance.
Very important.
That's definitely numero uno, I think, for sure.
I'd say so.
The second thing we have is to set a budget and stick to it. You're starting out your futures together. You don't want to make yourself have a lot of debt or financial troubles, like you're just starting off. You don't want to create a lot of problems for yourself. So set a budget and stick to it and know what that means for you. Doesn't mean you won't have this venue, you won't have these flowers, you won't have this much for a dress. So just figure out what that means for you. It doesn't mean you're going to have a crappy, cheap wedding. It just means it'll be a little bit different. Like work within your budget and that's fine. It can still be nice. Just work within your means. Our third thing is plan early. So maybe we're a little bit crazy about this, but I always knew where I wanted to get engaged growing up. So we got engaged February, at the end of February, and I think like the first or second week of March we booked the venue. But we did go and look at it, and I did reach out to another venue just to see, because you don't want to just go with the first thing. You definitely want to see more than one option or see more pricing, get some more quotes. But we saw ours, and I think you liked it just as much as I do.
I did.
And we've been there before, like we get dinner there, so it wasn't new to us. Like it was something special for us, so that's why we chose that. And oh, back to planning early, so you were saying. So 3 is definitely plan early. So we booked the venue right away. And then going along with that, we booked our photographer, our videographer, DJ, MC, and photo booth was all in the same company. So I had booked that like the month after, I think it was in March.
Yeah. Very quickly.
Major things are done. I really haven't planned much since then, and the wedding's in November, but I planned, well, I got my dress and stuff. And then we're doing the bridesmaid dresses this month. But, like, the only things I really have left are flowers, decorations, like, all the fun stuff. But, like, the major things, get that out of the way in the beginning because you do have to plan in advance, especially for venues and the DJs and stuff. Photographers, they book up the quickest, and that's when you do need the year notice. So make sure you get that done first, and then just enjoy the little things as they come. Take your time. Enjoy being engaged. Don't just kind of wait till the last minute. I feel like some brides get really stressed out about it. So maybe we're a little bit too eager. I guess some people are like, oh, you got this already? Like, no, like, we got that done, and now we're just relaxing and doing things, like, little things and enjoying them and not really stressing at all.
I mean, like, for the venue, it sold out pretty much the whole year, pretty much a year in advance. So it's a good thing we've got it over a year in advance almost.
Yeah, that's true. So definitely plan early. Don't stress yourself out more than you need to. It's already a lot getting married. So take your time. Stretch it out. Have a longer engagement if you need to. Our engagement will be like a year and 8 months and everything's said and done. So if that works for you, that's great. If you want to have a shorter one, that's fine, but just make sure you plan accordingly. Number 4, guest lists. Make your guest list. This is going to go along with, okay, so you made your budget first, so that's going to affect your guest list. Like once you figure out your venue, you're going to figure out how much it is per head. So who can bring dates or how many people are going to come. So you have to cut the list at some point. It's kind of hard and tricky. We had some bumps as far as like, well, if we invite this person's got to come. And it kind of gets tricky as far as like extendedness.
Yeah, especially if you don't talk to them for a while. Who do you invite?
And his family's a lot bigger than mine. So it's kind of like, all right.
Where do you draw the line?
Right.
Especially.
So definitely make the guest less in the beginning because it's gonna affect your budget and affect everything else. It's gonna affect not only just like your budget for the venue, but how many invitations you buy, how many favors you buy, how much cake you need, and like ours, like a ceremony fee is like per person.
Yeah.
So it's just not one fee. Like it affects the whole wedding.
Mm-hmm.
So be mindful of your guest list. Don't like exclude people who definitely should be invited, but you can't invite everybody. And just come up with a fair way that you and your fiance decide to cut it off, I guess. And I think we've been pretty good. We did have some little bumps.
Yeah, but we pretty mended them out. Mended them out pretty well.
We're good. 5 must-haves and can live withouts.
Oh.
So you made your budget. There are certain things that you know you want to have. Like maybe you have to have this certain venue and that costs more, but that leaves you with a little bit of money left, so you're not going to have the flowers you want. Just figure out what's important to you. Like, I'm not a flower girl. I could really care less how my flowers look. As long as it's the color scheme I want, I don't care what kind of flower it is. That's just me. I'm more of like a rustic candle lantern girl, and some people, they're like, no, you have to have all these different flowers, and that's fine. But figure out what you want and what you can do without. So if you really need the flowers, then spend less on your cake or your dress. Or if you have to have a certain dress, then get that dress. Like, figure out what's important to you, like the top 5 things. Spend the money on that if you want to have a nice photographer, if you want whatever it is that's important to you. I think for us, our most expensive thing is probably, well, obviously it would be the venue anyway, but I think the venue was important to us.
Oh yeah, no question.
Like, I didn't go crazy with my dress, or we got a really good deal for our photographer and stuff.
Yeah.
Because ours is a package, so it's a company that does photography, they do videography, they do the photo booth, the MC, the DJ, they do their engagement photos. Like, it's all in one.
That's really, really
helpful. And they give you a discount like that too.
Mm-hmm.
So pick and choose what's important. You can't have it all. You don't want to spread yourself too thin and then half-ass a lot of stuff. So pick and choose what's important.
Mm-hmm.
Number 6, stay organized. So you just got engaged. Besides getting that ring insurance, you definitely want to, all my ladies, you definitely want to make a knot account. Use your computer. They have the app on your phone. It's the Bible for wedding and stuff. It gives you the timeline for everything. It saves us, like, hey, this is what we have to do.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty much, like, did everything way before I was supposed to, but that's okay. At least you can feel good about it. Like, I'm kind of behind on the bridesmaid stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like the
But
bridesmaid dresses and stuff.
You planned everything really well, and even before the knot told you to do stuff.
But yeah, I'm just anxious like that. Like, I gotta have stuff done.
Mm-hmm.
And then we used a journal, like just like a regular paper journal. We used a lot of like ideas, or like when we made a tentative like guest list, just to like write down the names that we first thought of. And we thought we had like, oh yeah, we'll have like 120 people at our wedding. No. And that was before we wrote anybody's names down.
Yeah.
And then we wrote them down, and we're like, oh wow.
Yeah,
No.
a lot more.
It's more like 200. So definitely use a journal just to keep ideas in. And then we also are using this binder type of book thing my dad got me, and I'll show you guys all this stuff when the video's over, when we're done doing our little chat. And then number 7. Oh, I numbered these wrong, so I have an extra one. Number 7 is research, and research. So use the knot. It's really good for vendors if you go on their vendor option, and it'll show you local vendors, like photographers and stuff. That's how I found our photographer. Well, I knew about my dress, but I also found like the transportation company we're going to use for the shuttle bus, and the makeup girl, and just stuff like that. Research that, and just even if you're not using the knot, just like research more than one. Like, if you're gonna pick someone for your photographer, know what their pictures look like, know how much it is. Like, look at the makeup, see the samples, look at the flowers. Don't just pick something because, like, know what you're getting into. This is pretty expensive stuff.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure you're happy, not disappointed on your wedding day.
No question.
Number 8 is, we'll skip that one. One different number 8. Inspiration, pretty much. Number 8.
Oh.
Where to find inspiration. So I think every girl has their Pinterest board ready before they get engaged. So definitely use some of those ideas, but surprisingly, like the Pinterest board I had, I made a new like secret one. Because when you're actually planning it, it kind of like, you think you want something, but then it's not actually what you want. I guess when you have to like commit to it. Another thing you can use is, my dad got me a lot of these. He's like trying to be like helpful and stuff, like Mr. Mom.
Cute.
So he got me a lot of these, like the Knot magazines for like New Jersey, or just any bridal magazine. You can get ideas there. You can go on like anywhere online has them. Talk to your bridesmaids about it. Like mine were really helpful coming up with ideas and stuff. So you'll find inspiration, I'm sure, anywhere. But definitely Pinterest, Etsy, stuff like that. And going into that one, number 9 is like be creative in your vendors and your decorations, and just think the things you use for your wedding. If you can do DIY stuff, save some money. Use Etsy. Like Etsy saved a lot of money, where you can just buy like a PDF, download it, and like print it yourself. It makes it a lot cheaper. What else did I put?
Family,
Oh,
friends.
use your family and friends. Like, if you know someone who's a photographer, use them first. Like, try to save money where you can. If you know someone who's a caterer, use them, or DJ, stuff like that. So, like, be creative. You don't have to have, like, this wedding guru, like, that's not what I'm trying to say.
Saying like,
Just use what you can
try to
first.
save money
Where you can, and be creative. Like, you don't have to be bougie with everything, I guess.
Last thing.
Well, I think that was technically number 11, because I need 2
No, I
numbers.
think you
Oh, yeah, I skipped one.
skipped one.
So this is number 10, and the most important thing probably is to try to stay relaxed and be positive and enjoy the experience. You don't want to, like, kill each other during the process, because it can get a little bit frustrating, like when we were trying to address our save the dates, and I was like talking about his family, like, well, what's their names? And he thought the couple wasn't married, and then I accidentally addressed them to like Mr., her last name, right?
Yeah.
And Mrs., his last name, because we thought they weren't married. Like, it got all screwed up, and I was like, oh my god, Dan, you told me the wrong thing, and now I look stupid because I don't know. But
Take a deep breath.
and look over everything, especially before you send those things out.
Yeah.
I think
Probably could have saved a couple dollars there.
because I printed a couple things twice and stuff. So enjoy the process, and we are getting married.
Woo.
These are some magazines I've used. Like I said, they have the Knot New Jersey, and I'm sure wherever you're from, they have stuff by you. South Jersey Brides, Rustic Weddings, Country Sampler, just regular bridal guide, the Knot New Jersey, another one. There's so many. It's super fun to just look through everything and get some inspiration about your dresses or decor or what cakes you want to look at. Like I cut out, or flowers. I did make a little board. I cut some pictures out of the dress that I thought I wanted, and it turns out I didn't get the exact one, but it did look pretty similar to what I thought I wanted. So trust your instincts with everything. It's your day. Always remember that it's nobody else's. Don't let anyone else tell you what to do. And enjoy your weddings, guys.